Hey, what's up you guys? This is Rob from The Gay Guy Plays, and today on the Stance Spotlight, we get mounted up when we play around with 4 Riders. Okay, so 4 Riders is the new claw stance released with Update 16. It currently only drops from Grineer Manix, which many of us have come to know and love on a very personal basis. Let's face it, I'm pretty sure that there isn't a single enemy in game that knows how to straddle you better than this guy. That aside, the stance is fairly straight to the point, mainly focusing on a combination of forward thrusting stabs with a very limited splash of radial strikes. Alright, it's about time we jump in that saddle. Its first combo, Aggravated Swarm, uses 4 basic attacks, driving forward a single claw, following it with a crossbody slash, a rising thrust, and finishing it with a double downward gash. Now, this is a pretty standard combo. It's got decent forward momentum, and its last strike has a nice cleave to it. The only thing that I really have to note here is that if you want to pull off this specific combo, you almost need to spam the first 2 abilities back to back, or you will end up triggering Raging Conflict instead. Hungering Encroachment is its second combo, and uses a 2 forward 5 to follow its first 2 basic attacks with a quick forward stab, a horizontal slash, another stab, a rising upward strike, a backhanded radial slash trailed by the second claw for an additional strike, and finished off with a 2-handed forward lunge. All in all, this combo feels fairly standard, excluding the awesome radial double slash towards the end. Now, while I usually do enjoy dashes and movesets, the one in this particular combo occurs a bit too fast for meaningful targeting. It's fine if you're waiting in the middle of an enemy squad, but normally, I just find that it tends to shoot out a bit prematurely. Its third combo, Raging Conflict, uses a 1 pause 4. It follows the initial strike with a downward arcing slash, followed by a backhanded swing into a rotating slash with both claws. Then, it leads into a leaping uppercut and finishes with an area of effect ground slam. Now, this is probably the most balanced of all of the movesets and one of the easiest to pull off. Its knockdown is awesome and sets you up for some nice ground finishers. However, do be aware that it does have a bit of a hang time that, depending on your attack speed, may leave you vulnerable. Its fourth and final combo, Eternal Fall, is triggered with a 1 block 4, and follows the first basic strike with a backhanded gash, a forward stab, then into a vertical downward slash, and finishes off with a dual pincer-like strike. Now, to be honest with you, this is a fairly plain combo. There's really not too much I can say about it since there really isn't much happening in it. No radial strikes, no dashes, or cool aerial maneuvers. To be honest with you, it almost feels like this was tossed in just so that they could have a full 4 moves in the moveset. So all in all, I am a bit underwhelmed with this particular stance. If we're talking thematically, since this references the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, it would have been amazing if each moveset was drastically different, or had a really standout aspect to each one of them in order to tie into the 4 unique riders. However, most of the movesets feel fairly bland, and they tend to blend into each other during combat. The only time you ever feel like you're seeing something different is the ground slam in Raging Conflict, or the quick dash in Hungering Encroachment. But even then, the lead-ups to those have no flavor. So as you can probably tell, if I had to decide between 4 Riders and Malicious Raptor, which was the very first claw stance, Malicious Raptor would win hands down. However, for those of you who have used both, be sure to leave which one wins it for you in the comments below. So thank you all for watching another episode of the Stance Spotlight. If you missed it, I'll link the previous video on Malicious Raptor, as well as our newest set of claws, the Ripkiss, even though I'm pretty sure they're not actually claws. Regardless, don't forget to do all the things that I asked you to at the end of every one of these, and as always, stay tuned for more in-game items DE names inappropriately to fuel the sexy time content here at The Gay Guy Plays. Can you two hang on for a minute? I've got something to take care of. Thank you.